Hello again everybody and welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to be talking about week 16 and 17 of our indoor grow. We have a giveaway and I'm also going to be revealing which plant is headed to the flower tent with Fruity Pebbles. But before we get into today's video, folks, if you wouldn't mind, if you're new here to the channel, please consider subscribing. For those of you that have subscribed, thank you so much. I do appreciate the support. If you guys are looking to support our farm any further, please check out our website link in the description below. Also, big thank you to Mars Hydro. Their link is down there as well with code YRC. And of course, our soil sponsor, New England Compost. Check them out. They're down there as well. All right, folks. So we have a lot to cover in week 16 and 17. So first, let's talk about which plant got voted off Survivor Island here, and that's going to be Critical Flow. It was a tie between Skittles and Critical Flow, but a subscriber made a great point that really kind of stuck with me. That was the tiebreaker, so my deciding vote was the tiebreaker on that one, and that was because Critical Flow was about the same size as Fruity Pebbles, and what could happen if Master Kush or Skittles went in there is it could really just canopy over Fruity Pebbles and really have a bad flower experience for that plant. So I have decided the tiebreaker goes to Critical Flow. So it'll be Critical Flow and Fruity Pebbles heading into the flower tent pretty soon. I would say in the next week or two, I'm going to get that tent set up. I'm going to get those plants in there. So by the next update, you guys will see them in the flower tent. Okay, so let's also talk about a giveaway from our friends at New England Compost. We got a hat. I'm going to show you a picture of it right here. That is the giveaway. The rules are the same as they always have been. Leave a comment in this video. I want to hear from you guys. Tell me what you love about the grow. How excited are you to get started in the flower tent with these guys? Also, I just love hearing feedback, and saying hello is a great comment as well. All qualify. So with that being said, folks, let's get into the grow room. I have a little bit of feeding to do, and we have a little bit of trimming to do, and I'll give you an update on how well the plants are doing. All right, so let's talk about the remodeling we did in here. So here are the 4 plants. We got Critical Flow right there, Fruity Pebbles, Master Kush, and Skittles. Over here, we've got Seedling Station getting started for clones, but right now we just have potatoes, tomatoes, and peppers over there. And of course, the mother plants hanging out over here for hemp season coming. But let's focus in on the plants at hand here. Let's talk about Fruity Pebbles first. So this one was voted off the island first. It's doing well. Let's do a little trimming here. It looks like it finally needs a trim. You know, we've been paying attention a lot to Master Kush and Skittles when it comes to trimming, and we did a little bit of Critical Flow last video, but it looks like Fruity Pebbles is joining the gang of trimming. Now really we're going to do light trimming. We're just doing fan leaf trimming, nothing crazy here as far as topping or anything, because we are going to get ready for the flower tent, and that's something I want to talk to you guys about. So when you get ready to flower, and you know, like your indoor grow, you're going to be flowering, or this goes for outside too, if you know when the plant is going to go into flower, you really don't want to be cutting off any nodes. And the reason being is that's where your flowers are going to develop, and you don't want to start cutting off flower spots for the plant. So it's important to know your schedule, and that's why we're only really clipping fan leaves today. We also already fed it. I didn't put it in the video, but we did feed it some Cold War Organics. Let me get the bottle so I'll show you guys. If you're new here, we fed them this. All 4 of the plants got fed this. Fruity Pebbles and Critical Flow, this will be the last time they get fed this. We will switch over to a potassium-based nutrient, and we'll cover that once they're in the flower tent. So let's go over to Critical Flow. And let me show you why my deciding tie-breaking vote made sense to me. So a subscriber put in the comments that Critical Flow and Fruity Pebbles were roughly the same size, and that's been true for the entire grow. You know, Fruity Pebbles had a really rough start in the cloning machine. It just didn't do really well, and then this replaced Skywalker OG because we could not get a seed to start for that plant. So this one was about 4 weeks behind Master Kush and Skittles, And by the time Fruity Pebbles got around to recovering, I kind of figured they'd always be kind of together, along with Master Kush and Skittles kind of going side by side. And that seems to be the case, and a subscriber kind of pointed out to me that it would be better for both plants if they were about the same size, and that couldn't be any truer. So that was a really big deciding factor for me when it came to picking Critical Flow over Skittles, because you guys, again, had that tie vote, so I had to break the tie. So we're just trimming this. Again, we topped it about 2 weeks ago, so now I'm just letting it kind of develop. So I would expect to probably be putting these in the grow tent, in the flower tent, in about 2 weeks. So just gonna trim in here, do that. So let's bring Skittles over, because Skittles is a little concerning, which is why we fed him today. Skittles is having a rough go at it. It's eating all of its food, and as you can see, it's getting a little light green. So we're gonna do some heavy trimming today. Since this one won't be going to the flower tent, we can trim off some nodes. We can kind of cool this plant off a little bit. It really exploded over the last couple weeks, and I'm pretty sure it ate itself out of house and home. And one of the things that happens when it eats like that is you got to really keep up with feeding it. And as we get closer to the outdoor season, you know, we've really got to get on top of these plants to get ready to go outside. And we'll cover the transition to that over time. But we fed this plant a lot of that Cold War organics to kind of catch it back up a little bit. It really is eating quite a bit, so we may end up having to feed it again next week. I just can't believe how much it's really going at it. So that was one of the reasons we had to do a feeding today. And we'll bring Master Kush over here. We won't spend all this time trimming Skittles. We'll trim it a little later. And then here's Master Kush. So this is the other behemoth that's headed outside. I just, you know, again, Master Kush never ceases to amaze me of how fast this plant grows and how big these fan leaves are. I'm actually really excited that this one gets to go outside, and I'll tell you why. Originally, I wanted to flower it, but now just seeing how vigorous its growth is, I think that this could be one of the biggest plants that we've ever grown on the farm. Now, obviously, it's had a head start, but I am really excited to see this one in particular go outside. And it may go into some New England Compost. It also, we have some Stonington mix from Coast of Maine. So I guess we might have to decide which one it wants to go in. So maybe we'll have a vote on that in a later video, which soil each one of these plants will go in. We'll split the difference. One will go into New England Compost, one will go into Coast of Maine. Now, neither of those sponsors have signed up for a competition. That is just a friendly thing to do on YouTube. But folks, that's really all I have to cover today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget, leave a comment in the video to enter to win the New England Compost hat. We gave away a t-shirt a few weeks ago. Now we're going to give away a hat as we wind down the indoor grow season. If you guys have any questions about today's video, also leave that in the comments section. If you are looking for any lights, grow tents, or fans, check out Mars Hydro. They also have seedling mats now, and they're working on a lot of new stuff. So please check out Mars Hydro, guys. They're linked down in the description. Use the code YRC. Save yourself some money. Support the farm. If you want to support our farm any further, our website link is down there as well. But that is it for today, folks. I hope you all stay happy, healthy, and I will see you in another video.